Kev, season's been coming a long time over the summer. It seems to have been a very long summer. Are you guys excited what's going to come ahead over the coming months?
Yeah, you're always excited, when you build a team in the summer and you read some of the things that are going on here, there and everywhere, and teams are building and teams are getting in guys, and we end up losing a few guys as well, but the team's been built over the summer. We've worked hard over the summer to get the squad that I wanted and the squad that I needed, and now we've been training for a couple of weeks. It's a week before the season starts and we're raring to go, and I can see by the boys the way they've been acting in training the last couple of weeks. They've certainly got some speed here as well, so all I want to do is let these boys get on with their job, let me get on with my job, and we get to go around things quietly this year.
And after a successful season last year, you lost a lot of experience. Andy Smith, Callum Fowler, Leone, captain, Husker, you lost a lot of goals and experience in that side. Did that worry you straight away that you lost a lot of that?
I think, as you can see by the rebuild of the team, it's hard to replace British players like Cal, Smithy, Leone and things like that. Imports you can get in, but they're not going to be proven like Husker and a worker like Orovit was. But you look around and you look at the requests I've had this year, probably over 200 people wanted to come here this year. And you turn that round and you whittle it down and you look at the experience. You look at the experience Ozalap's got, it's Norway Division 1. You look at the experience that Andre's got with Slovak extra league experience, and I think that shows this year that what we're going to do. Last year we was probably looking at winning games. Maybe if we let 7 in, we'd probably score 8, but that didn't happen in the playoff final. We didn't have guys show up in the playoff final that we needed, and we ended up losing the game. It wasn't tight enough at back and we didn't score enough goals at the front. So we've probably got the best D I've had here for a while, with Strawson just being added this week as well. The young Henderson coming in from Scotland as well. He looks very good outfit, and you got Dewey back and Harrison and Nicol there, and like I say with Andre as well. It's a good core of D, and we've got a young British forward lines that are going to work their bags off, and with Eric coming in as well. Like I say, he puts the puck in the net in Norway Division 1. I'm sure he can put the puck in the net in this league.
So we're going to see a different brand of hockey from the Dynamos this year, sort of more counter-attacking type team, defend the D and sort of break quick, because everything I've been seeing obviously in training, the guys are pretty fast.
Yeah, we need to look out of our own end before we worry about the offensive zone first. I think that's what we was worried about last year, was getting out quick, and we left too many gaps across the ice, and we got scored against quite easily on 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s and 4-on-2s sometimes. We jumped in at the wrong opportunities, but this team, the training sessions we've had the last couple of weeks, they're getting drilled into what we want to do here, and they're working hard, and they're fast and they're quick, and I think the best thing to use that is use that ability, and that's what we aim this team around, with the quickness of it. Like I say, with Straws coming back and the experience that the 2 imports have got as well, it adds a bit of a backbone in with Nicky Lewis as well there. So there's some experience, and there's a lack of experience, you could say, but some of these boys have been out to other clubs for a couple of years and they've come back. There's a reason why they've come back, because they know I'm rebuilding a hungry get-go team, and that's how we want to play.
And fans are a little bit concerned, obviously, because there's a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you read things on Twitter and Facebook and that. Obviously your roster's still probably not complete, and I guess you're obviously going to probably be tinkering with it over the coming weeks, and I guess you still probably got a few spots to fill.
Yeah, I think there's probably one more forward spot we'd like to get, but hopefully we can make contact again and get that spot filled. But I'm happy with my team. It's like we spoke about it, and all we keep reading in the summer is we're not making any big signings. And at the moment I've got 20 big signings in this room. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at it as we've got one individual. We've got to start playing for the crest on the front and not on the name on the back. And if I did my way this year, we wouldn't have names on our back. We'd just go out there, we're playing shirts and numbers. But obviously you've got to do it for the fans to recognise players when they come up to the bar and stuff like that. So we are going to be playing for the shirt. They're going to be playing for their shirt, they're going to be playing for their place, and they're going to be playing with a little bit of pride this year. And I think that's what we need to install right off the bat. And I think me and myself and Dimitri Rodin, who's coming in as assistant coach this year, we're going to try and instill that straight away off the bat and get these boys going. But they're hungry, they're young, they've got the bit between their teeth, and they've got a bit to prove as well. Some guys have been away for a couple of years and played in other clubs. They want to come back and prove to a point that maybe they should have been here from the start, and I didn't pick them at the time. Maybe I didn't pick them at the time because I didn't think they were ready, but now I know they're ready.
And do you think you sort of go into this season as underdogs, and that might play to your advantage because teams might underestimate you?
Everyone can underestimate us this year. I don't care. I can see the predictions already coming out, and we can finish 8th, we can finish 9th, we can finish 4th, we can finish 3rd. I don't care what the predictions are. We just want to go out by ourselves and keep ourselves a low profile as much as we can. turn up on a Saturday, turn up on a Sunday, win a hockey game, and then we go home from there. That's all I want to do this year. We'll keep us low profile, keep the boys out. There's no pressure on the boys to win anything. But like I say, you win your shift, you win your period, you win a game. Simple as that, and that's the way we're going to roll with it this year. Like I said before, there's no superstars, but there's 20 talented guys in this room that are going to be willing to battle and play for that crest. And I think the fans will want to see that week in and week out. You know, you're going to get high energy, and this team's not going to give up. I can see that for the first couple of practices we've had. This team will not give up. We made a couple of mistakes in the first couple of practices. That got redirected within 10 minutes. Just a little chat to them, you can see 20 pairs of eyes staring at you and taking it all in like sponges, because they're kids. They're going to do that, and that's what we want to instill with me and with Dimitri as well. We want to instill that and get it through to the heads as quick as possible. I think we have done that in the first couple of weeks.
And obviously you're starting the season a little bit later to some others, and you're sort of easing yourselves in gently with just sort of one game weekends. Is that sort of, you know, part of the plan to sort of, you know, with the imports only just arriving, it gives you a bit of chance to work with these guys and hit the ground running when it really matters?
I'd like to play a game on Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, to be honest with you. I think the boys like to as well. They want to get going now. They've seen other teams play this weekend, and they've seen some score lines and things like that, and we just want to get going. The fixtures landed the way the fixtures landed. It's nothing we could do about that. We might have had maybe this weekend off because of certain things that were going on, but we've enjoyed that, and we get on and we wait, and we can't wait till the season to start. It's as simple as that. We just the way the fixtures went, but we will come out the with all guns blazing.
And talking about a Thursday game, got one this year, and you know, bit of a shock to the system, isn't it, having to play at 7:45 on a Thursday night?
Yeah, I think some of the boys will be quite happy because they're not going to get home so late after training at 10:30 at night. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's a game. It's a game of hockey, and I think if you ask anyone, any sportsman, they'd rather be playing a sport rather than training in a sport. Yeah, that cup competition with midweek games it's fair enough for me. I'd like to play all of them at home, obviously, but we're not going to get that. But yeah, we're looking forward to every competition we're going to enter. Like I say, we're just going to go under the radar. If we can go under the radar all year, I think there will be a few surprises. But like I say, if guys have got us coming down 8th, 2nd, 4th, 5th, I don't care where they've got us put it down. I know where we are and where we're about.
And finally, last year, you know, the fans had this barn absolutely rocking at times. I guess, you know, we say about them being the extra man on the ice. They do play their part, and we've said it time and time again. I guess this year they probably need to play their part even more so to sort of encourage these young guys and, you know, take them on to the next level.
Yeah, exactly. I think most of the guys that have come in this year have played in front of the crowd that against us last year and know what it's all about here. And I think, like I said before previously, I think if they see a young team that's got the hardest working ethic in the league, I think the fans will get behind us. We're not going to win every hockey game, we know that. There's going to be a couple of slip-ups along the way, it happens every season. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that them slip-ups are only by 1 or 2 goals and not by 6 or 7 or 8, I think, which we got beat here once by Chelmsford last year, and we just didn't turn up. We didn't turn up away at Chelmsford a couple of times. Didn't turn up away at Stretton one game, and we got heavily beat because we had the attitude of we'll probably score more than them. We didn't. But this team won't have that attitude. This team will be hungry and just work and work and work and work. And I think the fans will appreciate that. And I think the players will get the buzz off the fans, and the fans will get the buzz off the player. If the fans see us working hard on the ice, the fans are going to sing harder for us off the ice. And I think that's what they want to see, and that's what we're going to give them this year.